Welcome to the Bob Sullivan Show presented by KB Building Services. And today on the Bob Sullivan Show here on YouTube, we will be at Julio's on 123rd and Center, home to some of the best Tex-Mex you will find. I personally have been here 5 times. I have enjoyed enchiladas, tacos, and now I have officially tried the mango avocado guacamole, which is also delicious. Tonight on the show will be from Channel 6, WOWT Channel 6, Lauren Taylor, co-anchor of the news. I was dressed by Mr. Tuxedo for today's show. Mr. Tuxedo is on 108th and Center, and please check them out for all your wedding, prom, party needs to dress yourself. Bill will get you taken care of. Today I was wearing a black tuxedo with red cummerbund and red bow tie. Please enjoy.
Is that it?
Well, yeah, we're kind of rolling now, I guess.
Just so you know, I'm not used to being in this role.
Yeah.
I'm usually the one asking the questions.
Well, now I can do the dramatic taking off of the
Oh,
glasses.
see, then I should have left my glasses on.
Yeah. Now, well, let's welcome to the Bob Sullivan Show here at Julio's restaurant
So I can take
in
this.
you call it Southwest Omaha, I guess.
Mid
To
maybe?
Southwest.
Mid? Yeah. It wasn't too far from me. It's not too far all west. So.
Okay. Well, Lauren Taylor from the Channel 6 News, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. This is my first interview with a main anchor of a newscast, so kind of nervous, and I figured I'd dress for the occasion. So.
Well, I'm glad you did, because I went the casual route, so I'm feeling very underdressed next to you.
Well, I apologize. I got the cummerbund. Do I look better than the president? Kind of text.
I think so. I think you definitely pulled it off. So
Well, that's cool.
that works, right?
Yeah. The tuxedo is brought to you by Mr. Tuxedo on 108th and Center, just in Rockbrook Village. So if you need any tuxedos,
If I need one, just in case, I know where to go get it.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's try to find what we want to order here.
It looks like a lot of good stuff. I haven't had good Mexican. Well, really any Mexican since I've moved to Omaha. So I love Mexican food.
I saw that you were frequenting Taco Bell, so hopefully this can replace Taco Bell.
See, I only go there because it's right down the street from work. So usually, if I'm in a pinch, I can usually, contrary to popular belief, you can order somewhat healthy at Taco Bell. You just have to watch what it is. So I'd always get the classic black bean burrito. All the beans get you right through the shift, you know. But they took it off the menu.
I would suspect, for me, black beans would be a horrible combination for a TV show.
You have to, your body has to be used to eating
Okay.
them.
Okay, fair enough. So you've adjusted.
Yeah, I eat a lot of beans.
Well, let's see what we want to order.
Do you have any clue what you want?
I normally go all enchiladas on meals.
Enchiladas are good. Have you ever had avocado enchiladas? I used to be a vegetarian back in the day, not anymore.
What changed that?
Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
You know Clay Osterly, he's the new meteorologist, right? So Clay and I used to work together in Roanoke, Virginia, and actually helped me get out here. And was it 2 years ago, we were working a shift. I was just like, I really need Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, let's go. I'm like, he ruined it for me.
Yeah.
So.
I have a theory that all the weather people at Channel 6 are all the same person. Because every tweet that they put out is the exact same wording. The severe thunderstorm warnings, all 3 of them release
Just all
them.
the same?
I think it's just all one person. I've never seen them at any same spot at one time.
I guarantee you, they're all different people. I promise. There's 4 of them all together: Rusty, David, Mallory, and Clay. And yeah, I think
You're a year in now?
almost September 3rd will mark 1 year. So around this time last year, I was actually interviewing for the position. So it's crazy.
Yeah, doesn't seem like that long.
No, it's flown by. So, I guess time flies when you're having fun. No, I love it here. So I'm super happy.
Are you ready for your...
I think so. Enchiladas, I might do avocado rolls, but add some chicken. They're like under the appetizers. They're delicious. I always used to get them at Chili's back in the day. So let's see if there's some good.
I do remember the queso being really good. Well, I could do the Bob.
Oh, that works.
Beans and queso.
Because you are the Bob.
That's right.
Beans, though.
Yeah, the cummerbund might start to buckle here in a second if I do that.
Oh, gotta love the beans.
Yep.
Isn't there a song about beans?
The magical fruit.
It's like beans, good for the heart. The more you eat, the more
Oh.
you fart.
Oh.
The more you fart, the better you feel. So eat beans for every meal. You never heard that song?
I've heard the song. It's
It's very
beans. You said the magical fruit, right?
magical fruits. At least I would consider that the magical fruit.
I think the Midwest thing is the more you eat, the more you toot.
That could be it too.
Because we don't like to use inappropriate language here in the Midwest.
Yeah, none of that.
Fart is way over the line.
Is it?
Wasn't my house.
I guess, like, you can say toot, but not fart. Like, because when as a child, you know, you'd be like, fart, laugh at it.
Right.
Because, yeah, I guess toot would be a better version of it.
It's more conservative.
The less vulgar version. So what are you thinking? You're going to get the enchiladas?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go, single enchilada float. Cheese and onion swimming with Tex-Mex and queso. I don't think you can.
It sounds right up your alley. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the avocado rolls and add a single chicken.
Hey,
He said slide them down.
yes.
So go like this.
How are you?
See, it was like magic.
Good.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I don't normally do that. The manager gave me permission.
And we my dad, so
And
Oh,
we don't
okay.
have
we're
to
good here. I'm sure you would have been like, go to the door.
All right, can I do the avocado rolls?
Okay.
And can I add like a side of grilled chicken?
Sure. I will do the enchilada float, please.
Yeah.
Single, please.
Beef or chicken?
Could I just do cheese?
Cheese?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And do you want the rice and beans with that?
Rice and beans.
Just want it all cart.
I'll go rice and beans.
Rice and beans? Sounds good.
Sorry, I have no patience.
No, you're fine.
I just started without you.
Not a problem. I've actually, this is, whatever.
You getting a little hot?
Yeah, very,
Take it off.
very warm. I need, yep. All right, we're good now.
So, do you want one of these?
I will try one of those, but I guess I can't really offer anything.
No, you're
from
fine. Take whatever
my-
you want.
All right.
I'm not gonna be able to eat all this.
Ooh, avocado.
So good. I love avocado. Are you an avocado fan?
Oh man, that is good. I have to be because I'm the kind of keto diet.
How's it going, by the way?
I've lost 40 pounds since 3 months since March, and
Nice.
yeah, the one thing that when you cut out carbs, the nice thing is to not have to worry about waking up not being able to breathe.
Yeah. Carbs can be deadly.
Yeah, and fast food, just cutting down on it. It's just
Do you notice a huge difference?
yeah. The amount of fast food that I used to eat versus like once a week is just astronomical as far as the difference it makes for not feeling like you're gonna
Like you got hit by a bus.
right. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would call it the Beto diet, Bob's keto, but because I do cheat occasionally, but it's not like
Well, sometimes you have to.
that's right.
People in here ordering lunch.
I think yeah.
How's yours going?
My lunch is going very well.
Mine is too. Mine's really good.
Mine's a very knife and fork oriented enchilada, which I like. That means there's a lot of cheese.
Love the cheese. Wait, so keto, are you allowed to have cheese?
Yes, cheese, meat, and pretty much any vegetable that doesn't come out of the ground. So peppers, tomatoes, and it allows for
Broccoli.
yes, kale.
You like
anything?
kale?
It's what? Not really. This is my.
Not really.
See, this is my problem. Everything, like spinach and regular lettuce, was there anything wrong? And now everybody's eating kale, and then was there anything wrong with oranges? And now everybody's eating clementines.
I've always eaten clementines.
That must be an East Coast thing.
It is, I think. Well, I think they're from Florida and parts of California. Fun fact, actually, one of my friends, his like family makes those halos, those little.
Yeah,
Are those clementines?
I think so.
The tiny little. They call them halos. I don't know exactly. I think they're clementines. I don't know, but yeah, his family. It's like his family farm. That's what they do.
I just don't like the small orange. I'm very.
What do you have against the small orange?
It's just a waste. If you're gonna do that kind of work to peel it, why not just get like I'd rather have a big orange because then it's not.
The thing is with the clementines, okay, so here's the difference. A big orange, you would need like a tool to kind of peel it open.
Yeah.
The clementines, you just get in there at like the little root or the little stem and you just peel it back. And then so you can take them on the go.
But then you have to eat like 3 of them to be.
But
you have to do it
maybe
3
you
times.
don't want them all at the same time. Maybe you want one in the morning, one in the afternoon for a snack, and then one on your way home from work.
One at night, yeah. Well.
You don't have to like eat them all in one sitting.
No, but if say you're really hungry and for your snack, you got to go the orange because you just have to peel 1 versus 3.
That's true. But then you have to like put it in a container and take it with you.
This is true.
With the halos, you're just like, oh, here we go, you're cute. Let me put you in my bag.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna maybe get sponsored by a dry cleaner here too. And I really don't like cauliflower either. The cauliflower pizza, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just annoyed with how much cauliflower is being used in everything now.
Yeah, it's everywhere, but it's also like a healthier alternative because for many, many years, yes, Americans, we figured out the convenient way for food.
Mm-hmm.
But food is killing Americans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, I was just talking to my best friend last night about this because she was talking about, we were just talking about food addictions. You know, everybody's very concerned right now about opioids, which is not a big thing here in Nebraska.
Yeah, well.
But we're talking about drug addictions and other kinds of addictions that you can have. But people never really talk about food that much, you know what I mean?
No.
But food is killing Americans.
Well,
Heart disease is the #1 killer of all Americans.
Is it?
But nobody wants to. Yeah, nobody. I'm sorry. I'm just spitting off all these anchor facts to you. Heart disease kills people, but people are like, oh, well, how do I get heart disease? Sometimes it's genetic, but people don't really think about what they're eating. You know what I mean? Like you said, you were eating fast food 4 to 5 times a week because that's what your body knew.
4 to 5 times a day. I'm kidding.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
That food will kill you. And now you notice a difference in how your body's reacting whenever you're like, I'm not eating a ton of processed foods.
Right.
Yes, sometimes it's very convenient, but people rely on it way too much. And it's cheap because the corn is subsidized in order to make a lot of the food.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable.
But we're running low on time. But a couple more things. Well, is it really that much cheaper than going to the store and buying an
Not necessarily.
apple and but I mean it's less work, I guess is.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When people get cancer, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of money. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that everybody that eats healthy and works out isn't going to have some sort of health issue down the line. As we get older, our bodies change, things happen. But like, I'm a huge believer in nourishing your body and feeding it the proper nutrients that it needs in order for it to function the way it's supposed to. Food, especially the highly processed foods out there, it's killing us.
Yeah.
And I think that more people have become educated about it because of things like Netflix. Netflix is out there making many documentaries about it, and they're exposing the food industry because for so long we've been told this is how you eat.
But
when really it's not correct. It's just how the government benefited from us eating that way. And so I think people need to kind of take their health into their own hands, do the research, and fuel their bodies so that way they're not sick. Should
Netflix really be exposing the horrible things about food when everybody that watches Netflix for like 10 hours at a time is eating that food?
But are you sure that they're eating that food?
But if they're eating the food that they're talking about that's killing them, they're going to go get something to eat that's good for them, and then they're going to be exercising and not watching Netflix. I think that's bad business for Netflix to be putting out these.
I don't know. See, I've watched all those documentaries, and I still find other things on Netflix because they're always pumping out new material. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right now I'm actually on a space kick. Growing up, I didn't really care too much about space. What do you do? But over like the last year, I've become way more fascinated with it. I mean, I've already done the whole food research thing, so now I'm like, okay, I know how to eat properly. So let me find something else that is gonna tickle my fancy. So right now I'm watching One Strange Rock on Netflix. I think it's by Discovery, but Will Smith is the narrator of it, and it kind of puts everything in layman's terms for people that are not scientifically inclined.
Right.
And they just tell you about the planets and the Earth and how it works in conjunction with the moon and the sun and the stars. It's fascinating. I didn't know all of this stuff.
What were our teachers doing back in the day?
Clearly not keeping my attention because I'd be like, science class, I don't want to go in here. I didn't care.
Right.
I was like, ooh, Earth, but now it's all in perspective. Funny.
2 more questions. This is bad.
Problem at me. Do you have to give that back?
Yeah.
Club soda.
Club soda and salt, or just club soda?
Both. I actually went to a wedding a couple weeks ago, spilled something on my dress, club soda, got it right out. And I was like, okay, I knew about this trick, but I didn't think it actually worked. It worked.
Okay. I will.
That's just a little Susie homemaker in me now.
Okay. Is it politically correct to say Susie homemaker anymore?
Honestly, I don't care about political correctness.
Yes. That's good.
I do on air, but if somebody's offended by me saying Susie homemaker,
You got nothing better to do.
if somebody's offended by it, great, that's on you. I'm not apologizing to you because you're offended by something that I said.
Well, then you fit in great here at the Bob Sullivan Show.
I do need to be careful though sometimes of what I say, especially if there's a camera
There's
around.
a camera running. Did two more questions. One, what was the boss's reaction to when you asked him if you could be on the show?
I didn't ask.
Oh, good. Wow.
Because I was like, you know what? It's YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like going to a competing. It's not like I'm going on Channel 7 or
Right.
Channel 3. It's YouTube. I have a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
It's not competing with anyone. So,
Well, not yet.
yeah. And I do, if I can have my own YouTube channel, then I can go on somebody else's YouTube channel. It's not, Be gentle with me, though, whenever you go to edit this.
Oh, yeah, no. I do Actually, I do the editing at DoSpace
Oh,
on
nice.
72nd.
Okay.
And
What program do you use?
movie on
iMovie?
Movie Maker or something
Okay.
on
I'm not
Windows or
familiar with
whatever
it.
it is. The having zero filming skills or computer skills, and then going into a place where a lot of those people have computer skills and whatnot, asking a lot of questions. So.
But you know what? You're learning about something that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're bettering yourself. That's all that matters.
And finding
ask
myself.
away. Yeah, everybody has to ask questions. And you know what?
Yeah.
People that have the knowledge
Mm-hmm.
should be willing to share it.
Right.
Hey, this is how I got here. You want to learn?
Mm-hmm.
Let's learn. You know? I love when people are willing to help other people out. So don't be intimidated by other people.
No.
Just because they have more experience, you know. Everybody had to start somewhere.
Last question. You have a lot of I guess it would be like my story on Instagram or whatever with nicely.
Oh, I torture him on social
Yeah.
media. That poor man.
How that's it's a new thing. It's something that obviously the new generation of news people are doing, which makes it more interactive. You get to know who's saying the news more than the 20 minutes basically you see them on TV. What's the maddest he's gotten?
Oh,
Or
he does not get mad.
have you ever angered anybody and
No.
shocking them with the video?
Nope.
Never.
John, I've never seen John mad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how he's wired, if he's even able to get mad, to be quite honest with you. I would probably have to ask his wife and his kids,
Mm-hmm.
because John just doesn't have like a mean streak anywhere in his body.
There was one day I was watching the news and he was struggling, and I know it was because I think the teleprompter probably.
Which there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people do not see.
Well, I knew it was the teleprompter, and he didn't lose it. He just tried to keep going, and
But you can't. You're dealing with live TV every day.
Mhm.
So imagine, like, right now, my producers are at work. They're already planning the 5, 6:30, and 10 o'clock show for tonight. You know what I mean? There are things that can go wrong.
Right.
There's breaking news. You're dealing with you got to go out. You got to get the video. You got to talk to people that saw whatever or know whatever. You're talking to experts. So then reporters have to get their facts straight. Then they have to write the story. Then it has to be edited. Then it has to be exported. And sometimes whenever you're dealing with all these moving elements, it's a moving, it's going like this constantly.
Right.
So sometimes, like, we had an incident last week where we had a technical issue with getting one of our stories attached to the show, and it was that unfortunate incident with the 4 girls out of Gretna, who unfortunately lost their lives in that fiery crash. And it was the Tuesday night follow-up story. It was after the memorial, and we had technical difficulties getting the what we call the package, the story, to attach. So we're literally 30 seconds out. John and I were sitting at the desk. My producer gets in our ear. He's like, "Hey, we don't have this story." So automatically, our entire rundown of what we have going on flips like that.
Yeah.
And we're like, "All right, what are we going to?" At that time, we're just, okay, we're going to go here, and this is what we have to talk about. Sometimes those words might not even be in the prompter.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, so we're looking down, we have our computers, our iPads, all right, here's where we are, but you know what I mean? But there's a lot of moving elements, and there's a lot that can go wrong. Luckily, though, we have a lot of great people. I have a great, we have a great team at WOWT, and we really are striving to get the best newscast on every single time we do the news. But sometimes it doesn't always happen. And whenever that happens, we all have to take responsibility, and we always meet after the shows too. What did we do wrong? What did we do right? How are we going to fix this? What's it going to be moving forward? How can we improve? We always are learning and growing. I'm a huge believer that once you stop learning and wanting to grow, you might as well be dead.
I know I said 2 more questions, 5 questions
No,
ago, but
ask away.
one more. So you, Brianna, what, Mallory, and one other. It was Jen, I believe it was a 4-woman newscast.
Yeah.
Was that the first time in Channel 6 history that had happened?
I don't know. I don't think so. I doubt it. I mean, I know there have been many other women that have come before us. It's just really, it's cool though whenever, you know, it's 4 women up there.
Right.
Like, hey, look, it's Small Girls Night. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny. When I've watched and seen stuff like that, I notice it more if it's all men. Like if it's a 4-man news crew, it's like that's just
that makes you whenever I feel the same way whenever it's all men. A lot of times people are like, I don't want to watch all of this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I get it. I just feel like the women brighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, there's I don't know what it is, but you know, it's just one of those things. It's just becomes too monotonous if it's, you know, 4 guys saying the news. It just doesn't fit right. The 4 women news crew, like I think that's, you know, I saw it when you guys were on, but I didn't really think anything of it. But
you know what? I didn't either.
After the fact, I was like, you know, it would have been really weird if it was 4 guys as the sports and weather and both anchor, like mainly because you're just so used to it being man and woman saying the news, and then guy doing sports, and then whoever doing weather, and then.
Well, it's interesting because so many things have changed, especially over the last 20 years in local news. There are way more women in it now. This is definitely a field that was a man's world for a long time, and now women, especially over the last 20 years, have moved on in, and we've made huge strides. But I still think, obviously, that both men and women serve purposes in local news. So I just think whatever's the best way to get the news on for the day, tell it to the people, get it out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether it's all women, all men, a mixture. But I definitely see what you're saying. I think the ladies just add something to the newscast.
Yeah, exactly. A little flair, a little.
Yeah, we like to joke around. We like to have fun with it. You know, I don't like to be serious. Like, obviously, I'm serious whenever I need to be.
Right.
Especially whenever I'm telling viewers the news. But it's nice whenever, you know, it's me, John, and Rusty, and like we're all just bantering back and forth. Like, we literally joke around like that all the time with each other. It's not just, we don't just like do it because we're on the news, you know. It's you should see us during commercial breaks, before this show, like
it's genuine.
Yeah, it's genuine. We just like to have fun, and I don't want to be like a stiffy news anchor, you know what I mean?
Right.
I just want to have fun with it. I want to be serious whenever I need to be serious, because I'm giving viewers information that they're going to need whenever they walk into a voting poll, you know? So it's a job and it's a responsibility that I take very seriously, but at the same time, like, why do I need to be stiff up there with it? Have fun with it.
Right.
You know? I can't even, I mean, I'm looking back now and it's like, I can't even believe I am where I am, because it's been an amazing ride so far.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're in Omaha. I'm glad you're doing the news
Thank
at
you.
Channel
I love
6.
It here.
So,